Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else. And the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you.
Hi guys, it's Tal from Winner Media
The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near,
This is us doing
my
our
heart is
first
at peace.
online tutorial and our first
Emily and I will
commentary.
count the days until you return.
Unfortunately, I'm not using that great of
Hurry
an
home
audio recording
bring good
device. It is
news.
the one attached to my computer at the moment. I don't have a Yeti or a Snowball or any of that yet, so eventually I will get one. So no worries there.
That's it. Watch it.
I just thought it'd be good to start off with the intro yet again. Although it is a tutorial, I thought it'd be good to start from the beginning and
Take us
work
straight
our
to
way
Dunwall
through the
Tower.
intro.
Lord Corvo has
I
news
don't
for
quite
the
know
Empress.
why
Come a long
they
way.
actually called the intro chapter 1.
say
It
this
seems a
like
bit,
curse
it seems a bit
Black magic.
silly to do that to me, but
Superstition.
regardless.
For all we know, there's a
So
cure
yeah, I'm
for
going
the
to take you through
plague by
chapter
now.
1, chapter 2
Maybe. We live
in
in
this video,
strange
and
times.
just explaining a
Sending
bit
the
about
Empress's bodyguard here for a
how you
couple of
can
months.
achieve certain
That's
things
unusual.
in this level,
Well, this was important.
and how
need help with the
simple
RAD.
it is basically to get through without having to take life and all that kind of stuff. I think a lot of people get mixed up about how to achieve Ghost. I mean, from what I've seen, basically you achieve Ghost by just not being detected. You don't necessarily have to not kill anyone, but so long as you're not detected by any of the guards or anyone else, then you certainly will achieve the Ghost title, which is why I did put down Ghost, because I did manage to achieve that at the end of this. So. This is probably the most
The Empress will be waiting for
talked
you.
about game for last year. It was one of the most talked about games, and it's certainly the one that I was most excited about playing. I actually went and got it as soon as my local game shop opened. I was there to buy it. I'd already bought it actually. I had just to go and pick it up. And there were very few games that I do that with, but this is certainly one of them. I think the next one that I'll do that with will be Grand Theft Auto 5. I've actually paid for half of that already. Put a down payment on it, and
Hello,
I'm going
sir.
to pick it up at some point.
Corvo, you're back! Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first.
To be honest with you, I just,
you hide.
for this
You have
tutorial,
time?
I just ended
Well,
up
there's busy talking to that
using the
nasty old
same
spy master.
chapter 1 as what I had in my walkthrough. I didn't see the point in playing it, you know,
Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo,
playing it through
welcome
again,
back.
but what I did do was cut out the hide and seek part with the kid, because there was no point through all of that, and it takes, you know, a couple of minutes and a waste of
Waste
time.
of time. My elixir will
With
banish the plague from
this
this
part,
city. Now
although
keep still a moment, child.
it doesn't actually actively affect the game itself. One thing you can do to alter something in the game is
I'm
with
not
regards
so
to
sure
this
that painting looks like
painting
Campbell.
here. If you go up, which is what I'm about to do here at the moment actually, if you walk up to
Show
the guy
my
who's been
improvements to
painted
the water
and you
line.
take the canister of, I believe it's cider, even though it's in a whiskey or a brandy canister, but anyway, and you take the cider and you drink it, there it is there. It will affect the story in the sense that it will change the painting. When you find it later on in the game, the painting will be changed, but it certainly doesn't change the storyline. It doesn't affect the outcome of the story for you.
She'll see you at once.
But it's just, you know, there are wee things like that that you can mess about with.
Have you ever met my niece Callista? She's getting more beautiful every year.
Hello, my lord.
I spend a lot of time talking to people,
They're sick people, not criminals.
wasting time
We've gone
basically.
beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can.
I'm hoping to do more of these
All
videos.
of
If
them.
you guys like this
Very
stuff,
well.
I mean, this is the first commentary I've ever done. But if you guys do
Mother,
like this
Corvo is
stuff
back.
and would prefer that I did commentaries, obviously I'll get better with them over
As you
time. But
wish, Your Majesty.
then let me know. Certainly leave a comment. Let me know and I will look at doing commentary for... In fact, I might even just do commentary versions for all of our walkthroughs.
As usual.
So that you guys get the best of both worlds at the end of the day. Because I know there's two types of people. Some people like the walkthroughs without commentary, and some people prefer them because they like to be entertained by the players. So it means that everybody, you know, gets what they like at the end of the day. And I don't mind doing it, you know.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine.
Mother is fine.
Wait, where are the guards?
Not for
Who
long,
sent them
though.
away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here.
Right, so like I was saying before, and I think I actually put an annotation on my walkthrough video about this, but you really don't have to do anything here apart from block these guys, and that way you will get this chapter done without any kills. Just block, they will leave, you know, and it's not an endless situation where you have to keep fighting them for ages and ages and ages. You can't block their kicks. I mean, you can move out of the way of their kicks, but you can't block them.
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here...
No more!
And here we go.
Mommy!
Poor Corvo.
Get away from her!
What a setup. Dickheads.
Mommy!
Imagine doing that right in front of the rain as well.
Corvo, it's all coming apart.
Oh.
Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
It's always the good guys that get set up. Like, they can't set up some dickhead. No, it has to be like the one good guy. Well, saying that, maybe he's not really that much of a good guy.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
I'm sure he's killed plenty of people in his time, and considering how we play the game half the time,
what did you do with young Lady Emily?
we'd certainly assassinate as many people as possible.
Ironic. I'll see you beheaded for
Well,
this,
most of
Corvo.
us, not everyone.
Peg him.
Motherfuckers. Okay, so here we are, chapter 2. And was it Coldridge Prison in the sewers? So, getting out of Coldridge, convenient weapons lying around right in front of the cell door.
So many people are coming to the
I was actually quite surprised how easy it was to get this first guy, because, you know, surely they would have heard a bit of commotion if you just grabbed someone. We're certainly going to see a bit of movement.
It's an occasion. Right. Social event for the high and mighty.
Must be half blind.
Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be
I could never quite
scheduled in
decide
advance
whenever I was doing this. I could never decide whether I was going to pickpocket or just because half the time when you grab them, you get their money anyway. You know, so long as you fling them over your shoulder, you get the money anyway. So I would always sort of hesitate, and sometimes even get myself caught because I would hesitate about, oh, am I going to pickpocket or am I not? Stupidity. Oh, gotcha, bitch.
Attention.
Shit in his face.
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Didn't really see the point in grabbing weapons, guns and all that, because, you know, no point, I'm not going to use them, so. Same with the food, no point taking that, only increases your health, and I was not intending to get caught, so waste of time.
Hello.
When I did the walkthrough, I actually hit this guy, and I didn't mean to. I don't actually know what happened there. I must have just hit the wrong button by mistake. I did mean to grab him, but I smacked him over the back of the head with my sword. I didn't even stab him, I smacked him, bitch slapped him with the sword.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Not convenient. Purse? Wallet? Whatever you want to call it. Go back and get the money. And hide the body. I usually take this guy and I just stick him in the torture room. Or the confession room, yeah. Torture room. Okay. Got it wrong. Interrogation room. I'll just stick him in here. No one's gonna find him in there. And some money, and then round here there's a book that you can get. There's a bunch, a whole group of books that you can find throughout each chapter, and this is where this one's hidden. With these reports and stuff, I mean, if you guys want to read them, I'm sure you can pause the game. I usually leave it a wee bit longer in the walkthroughs just to give people a bit of time, but with these tutorials there's no point. If you want to read it, you can just pause it.
Men we brought in for interrogation. Many weeks, we'll start again.
I love the way he's like totally pissed off that he was passed out. Culver was passed out again.
Might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Yeah, no, dickhead. You should have done it.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Oh,
Just do your rounds. Reports trouble for both of us. I'm moving.
That was one thing that did kind of annoy me sometimes in this game. They would just talk for no reason, with random shit, and you have to wait. I mean, see if they were talking about stuff that was actually interesting and had to do with stuff in the game, then fair enough. And I suppose sometimes it is that, but you know, like him giving him any bother, it's just like wasting time. Just shut up. I think this is probably one of the easiest pickpockets to do, is to grab that guy's key. Usually, I don't know why in this version. I really don't know why I didn't just run up the stairs, because I usually do that. But for some reason, I hesitated, thought I was going to get caught and hung about for a bit.
Execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I get annoyed myself when I don't keep the pace up.
Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
This guy, for some reason, for me, was a bitch. Like, every time I would grab him, either someone in that window through there would see me, or I would fling him down here, but even though I was dropping him, it would like, he would fly, and then someone would hear it. It drove me crazy, and then I would do the hesitation pickpocket thing, and sometimes, I don't know if it's just a glitch in the game or what, but there were times when I would, not just with him, but I would go up behind him and I would try to grab them, and I would be pressing, you know, R2, 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 and it just wouldn't, you know, he would do block instead of grabbing them, and I would end up getting caught, and it's so frustrating. And I mean, I would literally be right behind them, and if I'd have moved forward, I literally would have walked into them.
solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance.
I was thinking about doing a tutorial style, and I actually wasn't thinking about doing commentary with it, but if you guys want me to do that, then I certainly will. I was thinking of doing a tutorial for Hitman Absolution, because there's just so many ways to complete the missions, and they challenge you with that, so I thought I would do a sort of tutorial and show you all the various ways that you can complete those missions. And yeah, so if you want me to do that, then let me know. It's on the cards, I'm thinking about it, but if you guys say that you certainly want it, I will do it. I'm trying to sort of plan my time more effectively, because there's just so much to do, and there's so much, it takes up so much time. Not even so much the editing, just you know, the rendering. I've had some issues with my software, my editing software, which I believe a lot of people have. I use Sony Vegas 12, and I believe a lot of people have been having some issues with that. And I have actually had some issues with my Elgato as well. I love the Elgato, and I love everything those guys have done with that game capture. I mean, it's just amazing what you get with it. But I have had some issues. They have actually just recently sent a patch to, you know, allow us to set it accordingly, so that it won't, you know, give this green screen anymore that it was doing to me anyway. Unfortunately, dumbass me threw that guy next to where the door was going to blow up, and I don't know why I never clicked to that. I don't know why I never clicked to that. I just, anyway. So, I accidentally killed him. I accidentally killed him because of that blast. And if that hadn't happened, I would have actually achieved the no kills as well, but I don't actually actively kill anyone. It's just that, you know, I stupidly left him next to the bomb blast. Okay, so he's out, heading into the sewers, and there's quite a lot of stuff in these sewers to find. Actually, I was surprised how much stuff there was. And the first time I played through this game, to be honest with you, I haven't played all the way through the game yet. I played, I think, the first 3 chapters, and then I put it aside because I wanted to play some other games that I had at the time, even though I went out of my way to go and get the game to make sure I had it. The day that it came out, I played 3 chapters and then sat it aside. So I've done that with a lot of games. So you'll probably find, as you see me doing these games over time, you'll see me doing sort of relatively older games, and I'll start to get my achievements for them, and it's just literally because I've sat them aside and played something else, or there's been things going on at that point in time I didn't get a chance to play them. And you'll find that with this game, because I didn't play it all the way through. More documents. There's documents everywhere. I love the look of this game, and I love the way that it moves. Although there is a slight sort of jerkiness to the movements. It's not quite as smooth as other games, but I like it for some reason. I don't know. I don't really know why, I just do. I think it's maybe just because it makes it seem a lot more kind of frantic, especially if you're in a combat sequence. Visually it looks more frantic, you know, because you've got these, you know, quick cut movements, quick cutting movements, I guess.
I don't want to catch the flight, do you? No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it? Maybe.
Either way, let's just dump them down there.
And these assholes wouldn't move far enough to eat the flesh that I had flung down for them when I did my walkthrough. I thought, yeah, I'll fling it as far away as possible, and then it'll give me plenty of time to pull this thing and, you know, turn this thing in and get out the door. No, these assholes wouldn't move, so then I had to pick it up about 5 times.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The
Try and
assassin
throw it far enough. Wouldn't even throw them far enough.
Fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
And these sewers is like an addict stream. Can you imagine just money and bevy just lying all over the place? Just bottles of alcohol everywhere, money lying all over the place. Some alcoholic or drug addict would have a field day doing this sewer. I like the fact that, you know, that you can disconnect these traps and take the ammunition that's inside them. I think that's quite clever that they allow you to do that. It's quite a clever idea, and it means that you know, if you're in a situation and you're maybe running low on ammo, you can find a couple of these. You can sort of stock up a wee bit more. Oh, so much to read. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, bitches. Go show off. Make sure you always make sure, if you're not wanting to kill anyone, always make sure that you choose the sleep darts, because it can be really frustrating when you think you've done it and you haven't, and you end up shooting someone and killing them accidentally. It makes life a lot easier. Excuse me, it makes life a lot easier to have those darts, the sleep darts. Because there's just some instances where you're just going to end up standing somewhere for a long time waiting for someone to move or whatever. It's a lot easier to just shoot them in the face. Literally. With a sleep dart. It's all good. So there's your combination for the safe. Conveniently placed behind some bottles, right next to the safe. It's not very safe, but anyway. I thought there was going to be something a lot more exciting inside that when I first opened it, but I actually thought there was something to pick up over there, that's why I went down.
He won't get past
and one thing I did forget here, was the, I believe it's whale oil.
What if no one from the squad?
There's a jar of processed whale oil or something
try to
like
make a lot
that.
of noise when you die. Knock something
And it's
over.
inside that cabinet,
Bastard.
right there. I just forgot, basically. So, just to remind you if you're using this and playing at the same time.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol.
I initially couldn't figure out what I was going to do with that guy. I ended up just shooting him with a sleep dart. Because sometimes he does actually end up spotting you, which can be frustrating. Oh Okay, now there is a hidden region here. You need to be really careful to not be spotted by the guards, which is why I came up for there and realised that they were probably going to see me and went back under the water. I believe it's called the Hermit's Cubby. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's called the Hermit's Cubby. You may want to check that. Basically, just break these boards and you find some stuff in here. It's sort of one of these hidden areas that, you know, a lot of people don't realise is there, so that's one wee hint. So not that far to go, we're literally just round the corner from the exit. I love the fact that you can just swim pretty much the whole way to the exit. You really do get the opportunity to use your environment to the best of your own ability in this game, which is excellent. And then obviously when Corvo gets his gifts, you know, by that demonic being, for lack of a better way of putting it, then it makes things even more exciting, even more better. Much better.
Over here.
In terms of things that you can do
and I work for some good people,
you know,
who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Okay, well, that's us at the end of the chapter. Thanks very much for listening and watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you wanted me to do more of this stuff, guys. I'll see you later.